most of my revenue is ad related. Rather, I know this whole Amazon thing is just sort of twisting the knife in the current situation. But most of my revenue is ad revenue, and March was okay, but the cracks were starting to appear, and I'm telling you, April 1, and wow, what a drop in ad revenue. Like it was started Q2, pretty much all the advertisers just pulled the plug on any spending, and ad revenue just plummeted. So that was an adjustment, and so basically one thing that's really great about this business is a lot of our expenses are really variable in that we can cut them fairly quickly. And so I was forced to do that. I don't like doing it. I essentially the main cost I cut back on fairly quickly was the content cost. So I view that more as an investment. So the next month or two, I'm just going to have lower investment in content for the future. That's just the way it has to be. So be it. I'm still investing in some content, just not like I have been in the last 6 months. And unfortunately, that's the biggest expense. The rest are pretty minimal. I mean, as you know, I was like, I still am amazed, like really the low cost barriers to entry to get into this. Like when you look at what the cost of hosting is and the benefit you get and all the stuff you need, which isn't much to get a site up and running, really minimal cost. And that's great for us because it gives us a lot of flexibility to deal with these situations. So yeah, definitely impacted. Now Amazon commission drop, also somewhat impact, not like the ad revenue bit, but I know I've talked to people who are very big on focus a lot on Amazon, and they've been impacted big time. And my sympathy's out to them. It's a really tough situation to deal with.
Definitely. And I want to point out for people that maybe haven't followed your blog, Jon, that you do publish income reports, pretty thorough and specific about what you're spending on tools or content and that sort of thing. So we'll put a link so folks can find all that information. But I know you were spending a pretty significant amount on content per month. What did you go, say, from the average of the first few months this year in 2020 versus what you're planning the next quarter or so?
Yeah, sure. Well, first couple months this year, I went a little crazy. I was topping, I don't know, 14, 15,000 a month on content. That includes VAs and no, sorry, it doesn't include that. In-house writers and buying products to review products. Probably do less of that now with Amazon. I don't know if that's going to pay off anymore. But so yeah, it was the whole gamut. And then I've slashed it down to this month, probably going to be, well, I know March was around 45, 5,000. So big drop, probably going to be similar this month as well.
4 or 5,000. Okay. And from your perspective, how much do you think that will impact your future earnings? Since you mentioned it's an investment for the future, do you know when you may see either a leveling off or a drop or whatever is going to happen with your revenue in the future?
Yeah, no, I've thought a lot about this. First off, I think first I should say I've rolled up my sleeves. I'm actually really digging in on some of my niche sites. I haven't been putting out as much on Fat Stacks and just focusing more on because my main business are my niche sites. Fat Stacks is where I sort of just go on and tell you what I'm doing. And so sometimes some months not a lot happening on Fat Stacks because I'm busy, and other months I have a lot of free time and I go on and on. So anyway, right now I'm really rolling up my sleeves. I'm actually writing some content again. I've been viewing it as an opportunity to do some fine tuning, a lot of experimenting. I've basically launched into 2 new monster silos or clusters, a term of basically tightly connected articles within the site, kind of a subtopic within the site. And I've launched a few of those, and I've been setting up the prototypes and trying different ways to present them on the site and doing a lot of keyword research. Basically, it's been an opportunity for me to really just dig in and look for opportunities to improve what I've been doing, going back, improving some old content. This is a great opportunity for that. If you're cutting back on producing new content, take the chance to go back and improve old content. You can get some really big gains doing that, and I have. And so that's what I'm focusing on right now. That's my game plan to deal with this situation. And I also, so I don't think there's going to be a long-term real drop in terms of potential growth, because these are growth activities that I'm doing right now, and it's Yeah, I've actually been enjoying it. There's some good opportunities that I've hopefully going to tap into. If one of them work out, it's totally worth it. So other people are kind of doing the same thing. Some colleagues, with big sites, and they've definitely eased up on the content ordering and are taking the time to go back and improve things. So it seems to be something that a lot of people are doing to deal with the situation.
I like your optimistic attitude just in general, and I think it's similar to what I've mentioned. A lot of folks feel like the sky is falling. They're panicking quite a bit, and it's interesting to me because I know a number of them. They're making good money, but it could just be a few $100s to maybe up to $1,000 per month. Where you and I are, there's a little more. There's several more zeros at the end, but there's a little more on the line. But like either we can't lose any more hair than we already have. So